I'm here to introduce you to Bob Pearce and to sing a song he wrote right here at Bainbridge 57 years ago. Bob reported to Bainbridge on November 19th, 1942, and joined Company Number 5 only a few weeks after the base opened. After boot camp, he was sent to Lakehurst, New Jersey to be trained as a weatherman. He attained the rating of aerographer's mate first class while serving in the liberation of the Philippine Islands, and was a member of the first aircraft crew that deliberately flew into a typhoon to log position and conditions. Fleet Air Wing 10 was the world's first hurricane hunter group. Bob also volunteered to help out in various chapel services, playing piano or organ for the chaplains. You'll notice that Bob's uniform still fits. How many of us can say that?
Well, thanks, Doug. You know, Doug, I thought some of our friends would enjoy looking at some of these old photographs with us. Now, these are photographs that one day will be in the Bainbridge Museum. Most of us were just teenagers when we arrived here, and without question, we faced a very uncertain future. World War II was in full swing on two fronts. I think the expressions on these faces tell the story, don't they? In no time, we were getting lined up for shots, and we saw a number of guys keel over at just the sight of the guy in front getting the needle. They soon toughened up. Discipline came first, starting with cleanliness and orderliness. Our barracks had to be kept spotless at all times. These buckets were normally standing outside full of water to assure that mud was washed off our boots before entering. Every item of washable clothing had to be hand washed after a single day of wearing. In order to give fledgling guards some valuable practice, the wash lines were guarded. Our clean clothes were considered valuable possessions. It's all we had. After the barbers got through with us, there wasn't much hair left on the top of the head, and we soon came to understand what inspections were all about. Though our barracks were Spartan, they were neat and comfortable. Familiarization with ship terminology began in the barracks. Bulkhead for wall, ladder for stairs, deck for floor, quarterdeck for entrance area, and so on. And we had our own land-based ship, a mock-up called the USS Commodore. Now, sailors called it the USS Never Sail. We could practice handling lines, lifeboats, and other equipment. We were getting ready to serve on a real ship like this one. We show you the USS Bainbridge because this ship and our base proudly carried forward the name of Admiral William Bainbridge, who served in the War of 1812. By this time, the Navy was getting us into good physical shape. Here we are doing our calisthenics with the aid of our rifles. There was marching every day. Our troops pounded the training center rows relentlessly, learning precision marching and manual of arms. And within a few weeks, we had marching pretty well perfected. As the end of training draws near, we find ourselves proudly parading before our families or spectators in our huge drill hall, and at other times on our expansive drill field. Bainbridge Naval Training Center is more than just a distant memory to us. The things we learned here relating to duty and responsibility prepared us for the Navy and also helped get us off on the right track when we re-entered civilian life. Now let's get to the song. At Bainbridge, I became quite friendly with the young man who was assigned the bunk next to mine. He showed me photographs of his lovely wife and daughter, and I soon came to realize that his personal sacrifice was going to go way beyond mine. I had already written a couple of songs, and that night I lay in bed dreaming up this one. I'd love to be at home for Christmas. Officials heard about the song and had it musically arranged for full stage band. It was performed on December 9th and 10th, 1942, in the main auditorium with an excellent vocalist. In those days, people loved romantic melodies. It did make a big hit, and I was rather overwhelmed. Now, I can't give Doug the sound of the Glenn Miller Orchestra, but I'll do the best I can for him on the piano.
I'd love to be at home for Christmas, but it's my duty to be here while the snow is drifting on your window. I'll be thinking of you, dear. I'd love to see our kids for Christmas, hear them skipping down the stair, watch them picking up each toy I sent them. I can just picture them there. I don't like to write about the war. It seems that's all one ever hears. We all know what we're fighting for, a home that's safe through the years. I'd love to be at home next Christmas at the end of 43. But my darling, you must not expect us till we march home in victory. I'd love to be at home next Christmas at the end of 43. But my darling, you must not expect us till we march home in victory.
Well, it didn't take long after that long march home to get into civilian clothes, did it? The Bainbridge Christmas song is available. As a matter of fact, a donation to the museum fund gets you a free copy, which I hope you would think of as a nice memento. Ah, the museum. We all look forward to the day when there will be a separate building. It will be filled with artifacts and pictures that will be of great interest to visitors, not to mention the legion of those who were trained here. Pictures like this, for example. The 106 men of Company Number 5, photographed on December 11th, 1942. Now this is fun. Let's scan across here slowly and look at all those interesting faces. There you go. You can bet who that is. Isn't it great that thoughtful individuals through the years have collected and held on to these for us? This is over a half-century ago, and every year they become more valuable. Won't it be wonderful when all these items are displayed together in our museum? It's going to take a lot of support to make it happen, but it will happen. I'd love to be at home for Christmas, but it's my duty to be here. Was that a sad song? I don't think so. But it pointed out that sacrifices had to be made, a job had to be done, a war had to be won. The last line, "But my darling, you must not expect us till we march home in victory." And that's exactly what we did, didn't we? Thanks for watching.